Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Malcolm Brogdon.
Well, his scoring has dipped over the last few seasons, and sometimes that can be cause for concern. But it doesn't always tell the full story. You have to consider his role, his usage, as well as the other ways he contributes to the team.
Looking at the starting five for Oakland. They've got Russell Westbrook. He's out there with Lou Dort. Clint Capella out there with DeAndre Hunter. And it's Erving in at the power forward position. And for Detroit, Holland out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Cam Reddish. Then it's Karis LeVert. And it's Cunningham in at the point guard position. Well, something that's fun to track every season, Richard. Which players are having a breakout year?
And we usually see it with the younger players, but I especially love seeing it from guys that have been in the league. Normally it's about finding the right situation.
Here's Westbrook. Left side, Erving. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Oakland shooting their first foul shots of the night. No good on that one. That one's no good.
It's not often you see him fail to deliver at the line like this.
Here's Reddish. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. And here's Oakland. 4-point game. Now here's Westbrook. Erving, a screen on Cunningham. Westbrook, the pass to Dort. Over LeVert. That one's wide left. And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Pistons. Pass to Reddish. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. There's a screen. 5 to shoot. There's Cunningham with a 3. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Erving. Holland for 3. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Dort. The rebound by Detroit.
You know, in that game, it was just too much disparity in effort level between the two teams, especially on the glass.
The poor rebounding is something that they'll have to shore up going forward. It puts you at such a disadvantage when you look at the battle of possessions.
Just 4 to shoot. And it's Cunningham missing.
Uncharacteristic, but that's a bucket he'll convert 90% of the time.
When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Grant, at his height, what a combination.
You know, B.A., whether it's...
Dr. J. The doctor. Oh, my God. Look at this. Just palms the ball. Look at it. He just palmed the ball. I swear, man, NBA legends, man, they can just do anything they want to do. they like freaking like superheroes almost, man, compared to the rest of us, mere mortals. Takes off on the free throw line, man. One more time. See it from this angle. Oh, my God, that is gorgeous.
Inside, or seeing over the defense, or just beasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage.
Here's Cunningham. After the basket by Oakland on the other end. The 3 is up. Dort grabs the miss. For Oakland, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to Holland. Fires from deep. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now. And so it's Erving who brings up the ball for Oakland. Trailing by 2. And Erving powers it home.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And the power rankings look more concrete every day. Plenty of games behind us here in December. Taking a look at the Clippers. They're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, right now for Oakland, they've taken a bit of a dive. Still in the top 10, but I'll tell you, the power rankings don't miss much. Any let up and you lose ground.
Here's Holland. 9 points for him in his last game. Pass to Cunningham. Stolen by Capella. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And Erving gets it to go.
And that sequence all started by the defense of Clint Capella. He is so tenacious.
The Pistons have gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. And here's LeVert. Outside Reddish. Over Hunter. And again, the Pistons missing.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
2 points. That one goes.
And clearly Dort knows how to operate inside, making his way to a high percentage shot.
Outside Reddish. Pass to LeVert. Cunningham outside. Here's Holland to get back on track. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
Now here's Erving. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable. Pistons trail by 4. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Back to LeVert. Outside Reddish. Stewart, screen on Hunter. And Reddish, here we go. Boom, he jams it straight down.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? Now here's Hunter. He's scoreless. Here's Erving. Tips it. Outside for Dort. Westbrook outside. Pass to Hunter. Over Stewart. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
That's why Westbrook racks up so many assists.
Cunningham looking it over. And there's a pick. Launches a 3. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Outside Erving. Pass to Capella. Uncovered. Outside for Dort. Now here's Hunter. 4-3. The rebound by Stewart. Cunningham with the ball. We saw him with 19 his last time out. LeVert goes against Westbrook. Stewart, a screen on Westbrook. Here's LeVert. And he buries his first look.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Now Westbrook. Still without a bucket. Outside Hunter. Dort, the pass to Westbrook. And here's Capella. Stewart defends. His first shot attempt. And out of bounds. Detroit will have it. And let's have a look at the current NBA scoring leaders. And a new group getting ready for Oakland. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Capella. Hachimura comes in for Hunter. Kennard, he's checked in for Dort. And Malcolm Brogdon is subbed in for Westbrook. Cunningham passes to Stewart. Outside Reddish. Picked by Stewart to the paint. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Yeah, a strong move to the rack draws that foul.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Oakland.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
Now here's Cunningham. He's been an important part of this offense, averaging around 22 points a game. No good. Had a chance to take the lead.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Vucevic, the Pistons clear it.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Cunningham outside. And there's a 3-second violation. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You look at Oakland, still early, but they have the 3rd best record in the conference.
You know, for Oakland, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you've got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Klintman comes in for Holland, and it's C.J. McCollum in for Reddish. The Pistons trailing. LeVert passes to Stewart. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this. Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
Reed's checked in for Klintman. Here's Brogdon. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Isaiah Stewart.
Here's a guy, Brogdon, that led the league from the stripe. Not the player you would choose to send to the line.
Oakland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And the first one at the line is good.
One thing that Malcolm Brogdon gives you is balance, both as an individual and as part of your squad. He helps equalize things out there and sets a very nice, steady pace.
Robinson, he's checked in for Reed. And so Brogdon nails both of them.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham, asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for, to be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helped me. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. Guys, back to you.
Able to dial it in. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. To the inside. That's good from Robinson on the assist from LeVert. And now a 3-point Pistons lead.
A Swiss Army knife talent. LeVert is very skilled at setting the table for his teammates.
Pass to Vucevic. Outside for Erving. And here's Hachimura. And a miss there on the triple.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Detroit moving the ball around. Robinson gets the bucket.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Oakland has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Hachimura outside to the middle. Stewart against Vucevic. Hachimura. Good work defensively by Robinson. And here's Detroit. They're on a 13-4 run. Pass to McCollum. Here's the three. And it's Robinson with the three. Robinson's got 7.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Brogdon, the pass to Hachimura. Back to Brogdon. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Brogdon with the smooth finish inside. His game is so polished.
Cunningham outside. There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter here. McCollum outside. No good with the triple. And so it's Erving with it. He brings it up for Oakland. 6-point game. Coming into this, having notched a win against San Antonio in their last game.
What about their offense? It was a well-oiled machine, getting them high-quality looks time and time again.
The coaching staff has been happy with how well they've executed the game plan. They operated as a cohesive unit.
McCollum against Brogdon. McCollum right side. And here's LeVert for 3. Rebounded by Brogdon. Outside Erving. Floats a runner. And he gets it to go off the front iron. And now just a 2-point Detroit lead.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Detroit on top, leading by just 2. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. All right, guys, looking at what we've seen from the Pistons, what do you think?
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and their reserves delivered.
Sometimes you just need a change of pace. The bench delivered that.
So on the floor for Oakland, they've got Rui Hachimura, Luke Kennard out there with Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Nikola Vucevic, and it's Thibault in at the small forward. Now here's Robinson. Pass to Poole. Outside Robinson. McCollum outside. No good on the shot. Hachimura with the defensive effort. Kennard for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Kennard's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Pass to McCollum. Beyond the arc. They get it back. Here's Klintman. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Klintman's got his first points of the night.
Offensive rebounding is all about wanting it. Fantastic effort there, leading to second chance points.
They double team Vucevic. 3-pointer. Another 3 for Oakland.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Here's Poole. He's coming off a 10-point game against McCollum on the wing, guarded by Brogdon. Here's Klintman. That's good, and it's McCollum with the assist. McCollum's got 3 assists now in this one.
Just a great combo guard. McCollum is capable of being a go-to scorer as well as a terrific distributor.
Now here's Vucevic. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And it's Hachimura missing. Poole with the ball. And Kennard picks him up defensively. Poole's shot is off. For Oakland, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Here's Hachimura. There's the 3. And he hits it. That makes him 1 for 6 for the game.
Hachimura is a threat from out there. Got to stay connected to him.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And some changes here for Detroit. Holland, he's checked in for Reed. Reddish comes in for Klintman. And Cunningham subbed in for Poole. Bogdanovich has checked in for Oakland. Now here's Robinson. He's got 7. Brogdon against McCollum for 3. Robinson counted from distance. Robinson's got 10 points.
Gotta D him up better than that. He's simply too good from beyond the arc.
Oakland has gone 3 of 4 from outside so far in the second quarter. Outside Thibault. Outside Bogdanovich. The putback. And the power finish by Vucevic.
Getting physical on the glass and getting a bucket, that's what Vuce does.
Detroit has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Pass to Holland. For 3, Robinson. Oakland with a rebound.
They came away with an easy win last time, due in large part to their work on the glass.
And if they can keep that same physicality, you have to think they'll be in a good position to grab another win here.
Now here's Brogdon. He's coming off a 10-point shot clock. Fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. Cunningham against Bogdanovich. Outside Reddish. Cunningham passes to Reddish. Back to Cunningham. Detroit moving the ball around. McCollum finds Cunningham. And he misses the go-ahead basket. For Oakland, they've gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Brogdon feeling it out a bit. Pass to Hachimura. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
Now here's McCollum. Yet to see a basket. And again, no good by Detroit. Here's Thibault. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Oakland shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. A different look for Oakland. Capella, he's checked in for Vucevic. And Erving is subbed in for Hachimura. Pistons trail by 5. Now here's Cunningham. Pass to Holland to win the drought. And again, the Pistons missing.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss. Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Detroit has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Cunningham outside. Down low. McCollum. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. McCollum's got his first points of the game.
Ready to cash in. I like when McCollum looks to mix it up like this.
Erving, screen on McCollum. Brogdon against McCollum. It's tipped. Cunningham on the wing. Covered by Thibault. And that one's good. Stewart. And now just a 3-point Oakland lead.
And what a read there from Cunningham. Showing he has vision and timing with his passes.
Brogdon, the pass to Erving. Bogdanovich against Cunningham. Pass to Thibault. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Erving. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Erving's got 14.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Outside Reddish. Now here's McCollum. The three is up. Gets it to go. His second make in 6 tries.
Off the pass, McCollum can be instantaneous. He doesn't think, he just shoots.
Brogdon against McCollum from behind the arc. They get it back. Outside for Brogdon. Pass to Thibault. Capella inside. He's watched by Cunningham. Bogdanovich passes to Erving. Goes up again. Here's Thibault. And here's Capella. No points yet. From the arc. It's hauled in by Reddish. The Pistons have gone 6 of 14 in the second quarter. Here's Holland. He's guarded by Erving. Holland can't hit. Oakland has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. Outside for Brogdon. Pass to Thibault. Fires the three. Detroit with a rebound. Reddish with it. Now guarded by Brogdon. And he jams it home with authority.
And solid pass from Cunningham. He has a good understanding for when the defense has overcommitted.
Time called here. Oakland decides to talk it over.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
Checked in for Detroit. Then for Oakland, Hunters checked in for Thibault. Lou Dort comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Westbrook in for Brogdon. Westbrook, the pass to Capella. On the wing, Erving. And he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Pass to Holland. Now here's LeVert. Picked by Stewart. Dort against Cunningham. Over Dort. And it's Cunningham missing. A tight one here in Detroit. Hunter passes to Capella. Westbrook with it. He's scoreless. Oakland working the ball around now. On the wing, Erving. He's watched by Cunningham. Erving, no good. And so Cunningham will bring it up for Detroit. Inside, here's Holland. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Oh, he really fought for that one. Battling through contact to complete the play.
Detroit shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. And Oakland has possession. Now Westbrook. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. And that one drops for him. Westbrook's got his first 2 points of the night.
Oh, unlimited energy. That's what Westbrook brings. No problems bouncing off contact.
Here's Reddish. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Capella. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Detroit.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And on top of that, they've been dialed in from deep. And if they keep it up, it could be a big night for them.
And the free throw, no good. And Oakland shooting about 41%. Erving, no good. Detroit has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And these are the best teams this season when it comes to converting points off turnovers.
They anticipate well defensively, force a lot of mistakes, and quickly turn defense into offense.
And Oakland's shooting just around 41% in the second. Dort outside. Screen by Capella. From outside, off the mark. The Pistons leading. Cunningham outside. LeVert outside. Pass to Stewart. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And Oakland has possession. Here's Westbrook. Dort outside. Now here's Hunter. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the half. Clock at 6. Now here's Erving. He's closely guarded. Unable to get that one. LeVert outside. Here's Holland. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
High-value assist there, finding him inside for the finish.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Detroit on top, leading by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
As the half went on, you could see they were forcing shots, rushing things. You have to stay patient.
And be unpredictable. Threaten the defense from all 3 levels.
And next up, let's check out the players of the month. These guys have been red hot. Guys, how about our winner from the Western Conference?
Leading the charge for this squad, man. Hey, Shaq, he's not only scoring well,
Yep.
he's impacting everything in all areas of the floor. Ernie, what an amazing guy, and his consistency has been unbelievable.
Now, he definitely has the respect and trust of his teammates. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Now here's Westbrook. Cam Reddish is out there with Holland. Then there's Cunningham. Then it's Karis LeVert. And it's Stewart in at the 5. That's the group for Detroit right now. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Oakland shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. The Pistons shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. Westbrook against LeVert. Six to shoot. Count it, and 1. He'll have a chance at a three-point play. It goes on Russell Westbrook. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Westbrook, first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Pistons, LeVert, shooting one.
And when healthy, LeVert is a problem. A multi-dimensional guard who can score, pass, and rebound at an impressive clip.
Now here's Westbrook. And there's the screen. Pass to Dort. On the wing, Erving. Back to Dort. Ooh, LeVert with some nice D. Detroit leading by 4. And if you're just joining us, we played just over a minute here in the third. Ooh, it's stolen. Outside Reddish. Here's Stewart. Count that bucket. Stewart's got 9.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And it's Westbrook with the ball for Oakland. Hunter on the wing. Pass to Erving. From 10 feet away. And he can't bank that one in. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Now here's LeVert. 7 points in the game. Here's Holland. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Reddish. And it's Isaiah Stewart with a foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Westbrook. Outside Hunter. And rejected. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stewart. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Detroit leading by 6. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
That is a hard-won rebound, a man's rebound right there. Way to battle for it inside.
Things have been a little bumpy coming into the second half. 5 straight misses.
Now here's LeVert. A steady force on their offense. Recording around 14.5 a game. And out of bounds, Oakland will have it. For Oakland, they've gotten off to a rough start. Now 0 for 5 in the second. Pass to Hunter. Now Erving. To end the drought. And Erving powers it home.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
Dr. J!
Thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
So it's Detroit now. After the basket by Oakland on the other end. Looking to get it going. Cunningham going to work inside.
And I love the energy from Cunningham inside. Pushing to get the bucket.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Dort outside. The 3. Here's Capella. The rebound by Stewart. Stewart's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Cunningham outside. Over Dort. And it's Cunningham missing.
And let's be honest, they're winning in spite of his atrocious shooting performance.
And the shot's good by Erving.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. The Pistons lead by 4. LeVert outside. Stewart outside. Pass to Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. He puts up a 3. Reddish misses. And Oakland shooting right at 35%.
Oh,
throw it down. Wow.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Here's Cunningham. After the basket by Oakland on the other end. LeVert outside. Takes a 3. And it's Erving with a rebound. And Oakland shooting only 30% in the third quarter. Can't tie it up. That one misses. The Pistons have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
And when Dort sees an opportunity to score, he goes hard, getting the defense to foul him in the process.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Detroit.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passing, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And also the number of points they've scored in the paint has been impressive. This coaching staff encouraging them to keep going inside.
Oakland making a switch here. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Clint Capella. Hachimura comes in for Erving. Bogdanovich is checked in for Hunter. And it's Kennard in for Russell Westbrook. Now here's Cunningham. Puts it up from 15. Oakland with a rebound. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Kennard against Cunningham. Now here's Vucevic. Not a lot of room. And it's all tied up. Vucevic has got his 2nd basket of the game.
Hard to deny Vooch inside when he can play over or through you.
Pass to Holland. Now LeVert fires for 3. Knocks it down from distance. LeVert's got 6 points in the quarter.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's Kennard. He's got 6. Dort for 3. Offensive rebound.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Outside for LeVert. From downtown. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Up top, Kennard. Reddish covering. Dort outside. Pass to Bogdanovich. Sends it home from 3-point land. Bogdanovich has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And so Cunningham will bring it up for Detroit. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And Detroit making a change here. McCollum's checked in. Erving's checked in for Oakland. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Dort. Here's Holland. He's guarded by Erving. Stewart, a screen on Bogdanovich. Clock at 6. Stewart finds McCollum. Detroit moving the ball around. Here's LeVert. And again, no good by Detroit.
Well, it's a make or miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
All right, let's look back over the last 10 games now. See which teams were topping the charts in 3-point shooting.
The 3 has become a major weapon for them over this stretch. Great movement on the perimeter. They're not taking any bad shots.
Take a break. Take a break.
And that one drops. So now they lead by 1. Robinson, he's checked in for Stewart. And so he hits both.
And really strong at the line since the break.
The Pistons have gotten 5 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Pass to Robinson. Outside Reddish. Outside Robinson. And here's LeVert. Over Kennard. The shot by LeVert, no good.
Decent look from mid-range. You almost have to take that shot to keep the defense honest.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Pistons trail by 4. Pass to LeVert. And a moment to check out who Oakland has coming up. On Friday and on Sunday, they'll be matching up with LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And that game against Houston, that's one that could easily go either way. A few mistakes could be the difference. I expect it to be a fun one.
Now here's Brogdon. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Erving. The shot, no good. Nice D from Reddish. McCollum taking his time here. Reddish is screen on Brogdon. For 3, McCollum drains the triple. McCollum's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
That's a knockdown outside shooter. McCollum knows he has the green light to fire away from downtown anytime.
Kennard can't get it to go. The Pistons have gotten 6 of 14 shots to drop in this third quarter. LeVert outside. Six on the shot clock. Robinson finds Reddish over Erving, and he stays with it. And here's LeVert for 3. Oakland with a rebound. Erving's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Pass to Bogdanovich. The 3-ball. Vucevic. And the power finish by Vucevic.
Well, Vucevic has finished a couple times in the top 10 of offensive boards, in part because of his feel for the game.
Kennard against LeVert. Outside Robinson. They get it again. The shot by LeVert, no good. Oakland leading by 3. Bogdanovich on the wing. Outside Brogdon. Pass to Erving. Kennard outside. Knocks down the long J. Kennard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, the keep it simple method. Good decision to use the bounce pass just to get it there.
For 3, Robinson. Oakland with a rebound. Erving's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Brogdon. Reddish covering. Brogdon, the pass to Erving. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Again, Oakland good for 2.
They're going old school out there now, working the mid-range part of the floor.
Pistons trail by 8. LeVert outside. Back to McCollum to halt the run. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 9 rebounds. Oh, my goodness! Throw it down!
Come on! Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take
Oh, my
control now
God.
of this contest.
Yes, this is a pivotal moment in this game. Those extra possessions right now, they just mean a little bit more.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Reddish finds LeVert. Detroit moving the ball around. For 3, McCollum. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well. Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And so it's Oakland going into the break up 12. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Man, Dr. J is just, these are some of the most beautiful dunks I've ever seen. Oh my God, he is just opening up tonight, man.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works, or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And so it's Poole who brings up the ball for Detroit. Down by 12. So on the floor for Oakland, they've got Nikola Vucevic. Malcolm Brogdon out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's Bogdan Bogdanovic. And it's Hachimura in at the 4 slot. And Oakland has possession, following the score by Detroit. Pass to Vucevic. Right side, Bogdanovic. That one falls, coming off the Vucevic feed. Vucevic has got his 4th assist with that last one. Poole against Bogdanovic. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
There's so much intensity on that interior from Poole. He does not stop.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Oakland.
I'm liking the throwback approach. They're making use of the mid-range area and inflicting major damage there.
And also, attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
There's a reason you don't send Poole to the line. He virtually never misses. Led the league in field goal percentage one year.
And both free throws good for Poole. Oakland leading by 11. Brogdon with the ball. Pass to Vucevic. There's Bogdanovic with the 3, and Reed pulls it down. Well, Detroit shooting around 41%. Robinson passes to Cunningham. Oh, nice D from Kennard. Oakland has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Cunningham with the ball, and Kennard picks him up defensively. Oh, wasted no time on that one.
Yeah, I just love how Cunningham alters his pace to get what he wants.
And Oakland shooting only 42%. Kennard outside. Back to Brogdon. 5 on the clock. Launches it. And Reed pulls it down.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
No problems knocking that one down.
He knocked one deep ball in the first half, but you start to get the feeling he's finding his rhythm out there now.
Brogdon against McCollum. Back to Brogdon. Pass to Vucevic. Left side, Bogdanovic. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Bogdanovic has got 6 in the quarter. Pistons trail by 9. Cunningham passes to McCollum. Pass to Robinson. And here's Cunningham outside. Hachimura with a rebound.
He really hasn't had it offensively tonight. This team needs him to play better.
Brogdon, the pass to Kennard. Here's Brogdon. Now here's Vucevic. Guarded by Reed. 13 feet out. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. And now an 11-point Oakland lead.
And Vooch is an effective shooter, especially from that mid-range area.
Outside Robinson. Back to Poole. Jacks up with 3. Hachimura with a rebound. Hachimura's got 4 rebounds in the game. Vucevic, a screen on McCollum. To the inside. And the power finish by Vucevic. Great game for him. Double-double now.
Look, when he's within range, Vooch is going at the rim, and he's going at it hard.
Here's McCollum. Pistons keep it alive.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
And And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
Now here's Poole. Pass to Reed. Now Cunningham. Up and over Kennard. And the 10-footer finds the target. Cunningham's gotten 4 this quarter.
And after he went scoreless in the first half, he's finally getting it going, looking much more comfortable.
McCollum against Brogdon. Outside Bogdanovich. Hachimura outside. Fires the 3. The rebound by Detroit.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Robinson finds Poole to the middle. Stolen by Kennard. And they're on the run. Ball's going up the court. Here's Vucevic. And Vucevic slams it in.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Now here's Bogdanovich. Guarded by Reed. Bogdanovich passes to Vucevic. 6 to shoot. Over Poole. Vucevic's shot is off. Pistons trail by 15. Pass to McCollum. Now Reed. Covered by Vucevic. Count that one. Reed.
And defenses can forget how good of a passer McCollum is.
Time called here. Oakland decides to talk it over.
Time to get our closing unit there. The bench did their job. They got the lead up for them. Now it's time for the closers. Our defensive unit.
And the Pistons will go for a different look here. Stewart, he's checked in for Reed. Holland comes in for Robinson. Reddish is checked in for Poole. And LeVert subbed in for McCollum. And a new group getting ready for Oakland. Capella, he's checked in for Hachimura. Hunter comes in for Bogdanovich. Lou Dort, he's checked in for Kennard. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Brogdon. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Oakland's coach address his team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you. Time called here. Oakland decides to talk it over. A chance to check out our player of the game.
This has been one of the most dominant performances I've ever seen. What's incredible is he has no off switch, just a tremendous motor, and he's making an impact on every single possession. And look at him. He thinks it's just another game. He is totally in control of his emotions.
Wow, did this game really turn out to be his show? A commanding performance like that makes for a sweet victory, especially on the road. Now here's Erving. And he banks in the layup. Erving's got 14 points now in the second half.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Here's Reddish. Cunningham on the wing. Dort defending. Cunningham against Dort. And it's Cunningham missing.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Westbrook left side. Outside Erving. Shoots over Holland. The putback. And Cunningham pulls it down. Pistons trail by 18. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
LeVert passes to Reddish. And again, no good by Detroit. And here's Oakland. They're on a 16-4 run. Pass to Erving. Now Dort. And here's Hunter. Let's go with a 3. LeVert with a rebound. Here's Holland. Dort defending. To the paint. Here's Cunningham. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. Hunter passes to Erving. Fades. Rebound Detroit. Cunningham's got 4 rebounds now. Here's LeVert. Erving rips down the board.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making these.
Here's Dort. And out of bounds. Detroit will have it. And so Cunningham will bring it up for Detroit. It's an 18-point game. And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Right side, Reddish. LeVert outside. Shoots it up. Oh, it's off.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Now Erving. Now Hunter. It's blocked. Here's Holland. Shoots from 14. Erving rips down the board.
2 minutes remaining.
And here's Oakland. They're on a 16-4 run. Soft touch off the glass. Erving's got 16 in the second half.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Pass to Cunningham. And stolen by Erving. Now Dort. And, of course, you won a ring with the Cavs in 2016, Richard. Talk about the challenge of winning a title.
In a lot of ways, it just comes down to will and grit. The playoffs are an extra 2 months of intense basketball. The team that wins it all normally has the most help and motivation.
Here's Cunningham. After the basket by Oakland on the other end. Down low. Here's LeVert. And he drops it in from the low post.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Who will bring it up for Oakland. Outside Hunter. Pass to Capella. Just 5 on the clock. Shot blocked. Dort against LeVert. Cunningham passes to LeVert. Detroit moving the ball around. Back to Reddish. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Capella.
Second personal foul. Team second. At the line for Detroit, Terrence Reddish. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. That misses, so he splits the free throws. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
McCollum against Jones. McCollum with a steal. So Oakland wins it. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
Good game, man. This was exciting. I tell you, it was a dogfight throughout. But the third quarter, the execution by the bench really gave him that lead.
Malcolm,
With
there's
Vujacic
no
coming in,
question
running
you
the
won
offense,
this
and
game
Vujacic in the
defensively.
post.
What were the aspects that enabled you to contain them so well?
Man, just being locked in, man, every possession. We didn't take any possessions off. Everybody guarded their lane, and we're there on the help side.
You have to be mentally exhausted. Thanks, Malcolm.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And time now for our player of the game.
Oh, man, Dr. J has some of the most beautiful dunks in the history of 2K, man, in this game. Oh, my God. This was a dogfight throughout, man. Let's go ahead and recap the first quarter. First quarter, Team J came out, went 8 for 20 from the field. Couldn't buy a shot. What kept them in there was their offensive rebounding. They had about 3 offensive rebounds that quarter, so at least they got some second chance, got 2 second chance points out of it. It's better than nothing. Not a lot of fast breaks. As you guys may know, with Team Dr. J, remember, Dr. J plays power forward on this team. And the whole idea is you want to get him leaking out and getting easy buckets. That's why he's averaging 50 points in the league, because the up-tempo style, you're getting out, in the whole cause of, in effect, of basketball in the modern era. He's gonna just get buckets, just as you just saw. He's gonna get easy layups and dunks just in transition all night long, and that's why he scores so many points so effortlessly. I mean, very few of his points come in half-court situations, as you just saw. But man, it was just a dogfight. And then the third quarter came, and then the bench came in, and that's when they just started executing. Dr. J took off too, but man, Vujacic really, really hurt him with his post-up play and passing out of the post. They kept double teaming out of the weak side wing and leaving Bogdan Bogdanovic wide open in the dead corner on the weak side, and Vujacic just kept finding him, and that was all she wrote. They didn't have an answer for it. Plus, on top of that too, they couldn't guard Vujacic one-on-one in the post. I think Vujacic had 5 assists tonight. Yeah. He had double-double, too. 12 points, 12 assists. Bogdan had a good game, spotting up in the corner, like I just said. Kennard came in, gave him some good minutes. Man, this was a dogfight, man, because Julius, they did a good job on Julius, though. They got back in transition and kept, because he's averaging 50 on the season. They held him to 32 tonight, so that's pretty damn, I mean, I know that sounds like hyperbole, but you hold a guy like who's averaging 51, and you hold him to 32, that's pretty good. But the Pistons did it. Man, they tried to spread it around. Let's take a look here at Cade Cunningham. Yeah, he had 41 minutes tonight. He went 4 for 6, 4 for 4. Did not play good tonight at all. But like I said, this was a gritty dogfight game, but it just came down to execution. And we're seeing it again, like the reason why Team J won this game because they had another way. We have a defensive unit that we put out there, and we also have an offensive three-point shooting unit and a low post unit. That's why they were able to win, because they were able to access different aspects of basketball. That's what the modern era doesn't understand. Like, it's not just about shooting threes. It's just about recognizing weaknesses and strengths. Kind of like, the art of war, Sun Tzu. Know your enemy, know yourself, and you'll win every battle. Well, if you have more than one way to play the game, you're going to be better off for all situations versus just coming down here jacking up threes and hoping for the best. And you saw that here. It was a good illustration of how basketball is not just a zero-sum game. There's no such thing as eras. There's just commitment to style. If you want to play a certain style and you have the skill set to manifest it, do it. It's as simple as that. I mean, you're not going to tell me that post-up play wouldn't work, in today's game, and you're not going to tell me that three-point shooting wouldn't work in the 50s. There's nothing but space and opportunity. It's all based on your skill set and your creativity. That's what it comes down to. I just get sick and tired of all this rhetoric about eras and it wouldn't work today and all that. Like, why? It's the same game it's always been. It's just people have chosen not to do certain techniques at certain periods. That's all that is. But I digress on that. I hope you guys enjoyed this game. Let's take a look here at Dr. J's highlights here. Because, man, he really put on a show. Look at this. Man, a little floater in the lane with 2 guys on him. getting out right here. Boom, man. Them tomahawks are just sick, bro. Look at this. Oh, my God. That fadeaway, that mid-range fadeaway. It's one of his few half-court attempts. Now he's playing point forward right there, setting this man up in that high weak pin down. 28 shots for the doctor tonight. Goes 16 of 28, most of it in transition. Let's take a look at his shot. Let's take a look at the doctor's shot chart before we get out of here. Look at that, all in the paint. It's all downhill. Looks a lot like LeBron James, doesn't it? Back when LeBron was young. Remember when LeBron? I compared they don't play the same all the way around, but in terms of their offensive tendencies, like I've always noticed that LeBron James, whenever he scores big numbers, the game is up and down. He's at his best. And he's one of the, I consider guys like LeBron James, Dr. J, Clyde Drexler, a young Charles Barkley, Magic Johnson. They're the best open court ball push scorers in the history of the game. Even to some extent, I would say Tony Parker a little bit when he was when probably maybe I want to say 2005 or like 2009ish. Tony Parker had a little run there where he was in that same class. But for the most part, Dr. J, LeBron, Clyde Drexler, Scottie Pippen, these are guys that can just get the ball off the rack and just go all the way, consistently. They don't just do it one time. Like they might have like about 5, 6, and sometimes even 12, one-man fast breaks in a game. And they'll get like, just 20 points in transition. So it's a crazy thing to watch take place, man. To see a guy score 50 points and like half of it come in transition is just crazy. But anyway, guys, let's take a quick look here at the standings as Team J now goes to 14-7 in the Western Conference. And it's very important to remember, make sure you guys are checking out the description area for the storylines and the stat tracking, as I leave details there for you guys to follow from game to game to keep you guys up to date for each team's journey. And yeah, check Team Dr. J, man, because look at the Western Conference is gridlocked. That's why it's important for every team to keep winning right now as we're making our way here through December. Because once December is over with, you're pretty much going to know who you are at this point. Because that Western Conference is going to get ready to separate itself pretty soon. But Team Dr. J has his work cut out for it because he's got some tough games coming up. You got next game up for him, Kobe Bryant. It's going to be a marquee game. Dr. J versus Kobe Bryant, round 2. They've already played before, and Dr. J got the best of Kobe that game. So you already know Mamba going to be looking for some revenge. Then it's LeBron James and Luka. Then the Raptors are a good team. They play pretty well. Then you got Olajuwon, Halliburton, and the Pacers. Then you got Olajuwon. You got Olajuwon 3 times in 2 weeks. Then you got the defending champions and Golden State and Boston. So it's going to be a brutal stretch coming through December for Team Dr. J. But that's their thing. They had a nice little game here. I'll tell you one thing. They're coming off these 2 great games against San Antonio. If you missed those, go check those out. Like this right here was a game-winning situation where Dr. J actually hit the game-winning shot, but they called it back, guys. He put 51 points on. It was an unbelievable game. Wembanyama and Fox were just amazing. And Dr. J was matching them point for point. It came down to the last shot. Doc hit it to send it to overtime, but the referees called it back, bro. That game was on, man. That game was lit. Go check it out if you missed it. It's in the playlist. But with that, let's go ahead and check out and see who's up next on the Daily View. I think it's Team Jordan. I think Team Jordan's up next. Yeah, matter of fact, yeah. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be a classic right here. Team Jordan coming fresh off the loss against Team Larry Bird last night. And they'll be taking on the San Antonio Spurs in San Antonio, and that will be a good one. Team Jordan dropping to 17-3 in the Eastern Conference. Now they got Team Kareem at their heels with Team Larry Bird, the hottest team in the NBA. I keep saying that. They're right there. So, and then it's compound. Look at that. Oh man, I tell you, Team Jordan's going through it. So let's look at this at view. We already know that Team Jordan's at 17-3, and Team Kareem is right behind them at 17-4. with Team Larry Bird 16-5. Now, take a look who's next. They play the Spurs tonight, and then they play Team Kareem, and then they play Team Larry Bird, and then they play the Bad Boys. Then they get a week off, and they play Team Wilt again, which they've already beaten Team Wilt in a shocker, in a 4-point game. They beat them, but you can already see like Team Jordan can find themselves down at the 6th seed very, very quick in the next week. Very quick. It's just that's how fast you can go from sitting in the penthouse to the outhouse with a playoff picture, man. And I know it's early in the season, but I'm talking. It's people. People always get excited about the playoff picture late in the year. It's really at the beginning of December that it really takes off. That's when you start to see the separation, and that's where the upper echelon teams pretty much, like I said before, it's the reason why teams have the first seed, the second seed, and third seed, and so forth. They don't have 3-game losing streaks. That's why they're able to maintain. Because once you get that high, even if you're trying to have aspirations to catch them, you never will because they don't lose. Like say, because if they've already established their position and you go on a 5-game winning streak, they're doing the same thing. So it's like it's a net negative. You'll never catch them. That's why it's important right now for the teams that are there to try and make those pushes. So yeah, guys, that little synopsis there for you guys. Hope that cleared that up for you and gave you a little clarity into what's going on here with the Team Jordan's particular journey. And with that, let's go ahead and get this game set up here and get the uniforms out there ready that they'll be wearing. Team Jordan will be wearing their lovely Chicago Bull inspired jerseys when this game goes live. And Wembanyama will be wearing the fashionable, beautiful San Antonio joints. I love these jerseys. I really wish San Antonio would just change to that and make that their all time. Those jerseys look beautiful. That is dope. I love that look, man. That is a beautiful look. Plus, it distinguishes Wemby from the Tim Duncan era. You know what I mean? Because the Tim Duncan era had that placid, black and white. Wemby's a much more exciting. Let's be honest. He's more exciting than Tim Duncan. He just is. I'm not saying he's better, but he's more flashy. I think the jersey should represent his style. He's a much more flashier big man than Tim Duncan ever was. And the jersey should represent that. But with that being said, guys, that's my 2 cents on that little bit of stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys probably tomorrow afternoon for Team Jordan going against the San Antonio Spurs as we continue our coverage of the NBA legends in the modern era Ultimate Season Showdown. It's heating up. We're going to the second quarter here, getting in December. The big teams are starting to pull away and etch their place in stone for the playoffs. Team Jordan just got their butts kicked by Team Larry Bird, so you already know Michael Jordan. You already know he's going to take it personal. And I would not like to be Stefan Castle coming into this game. Stephen Castle, Devin Vassell, all the guard, De'Aaron Fox. You better eat your Wheaties. Get your Gatorade. Get ready because he's coming. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all next time. Take care. Peace.